Yo, hey guys, it's me, Fusion What Ifs. And today we're gonna be doing What If not Naruto, What If Asta was Neji's reincarnation. So anyways, nice to see you guys. It's actually been a while. Sorry I haven't uploaded in like 5, 6 months. I was supposed to upload before school started and during the summer, but I had vacation and then also work and then also sports. And I actually have a game the next day, but you guys don't have to worry about that. I'm gonna see if I can upload this video today being Friday. If not, I guess it can come out Saturday. But hope you guys very much enjoy. I hope you guys enjoy. This is gonna be pretty much my 2K special, which I was supposed to mention. I hit 2K like a while ago. I've been working towards this for like a month. Well, not really working since I've been kind of lazy, but I've been working towards this for like a year and a half now, and I'm really actually hyped. So thank you guys again for subscribing. I'm gonna try to upload a lot more. Get the schedule out. Hopefully 2 times a week, because I think I should have enough time at least 2 times a week. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing really else to say besides get a drink, get a snack, and enjoy the video. Without further ado, it's actually been a while. Play my intro. Okay, now let's get straight into it. Sorry if I sound a little bit impatient, with the starting off of this what if part. I've been trying to record this part like 5 different times now, and it's actually a struggle since I'm so out of tune with this, but hopefully it ends up sounding alright to you guys. On a note of sound, I'm sorry if my mic sounds a little bit too loud. I'm not exactly sure how to use it or like all the schematics just yet. So I hope that if it is too loud, I can catch it during, the editing phase. And talking about editing, actually, if you guys want me to start like editing my videos more and more, I can do that. Like for example, watching other what if YouTubers and not plagiarizing, but like implementing some of the elements they use into my videos. But if you guys like the way I just do my videos normally, then I guess I don't really have to change that. I also want to start doing like new content on my channel, but maybe not yet after I get more views on my videos and start getting into like regular uploading and stuff like that. Also, I'm gonna ask that you guys watch What If Deku Had a Natural Domain. It's actually a really good what if. Part 1 was kind of mid, but I have a really good idea for like the rest of the parts and all of that. So I hope you guys will watch that up. I want a few more views before I post out part 2. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Without further ado, let's finally get into the video. We would have Neji dying to the Ten Tails, right? As the Ten Tails would shoot, the wooden sticks, whatever you like to call the rods, and it would impale Neji and he would die. And as he dies, we then see the caged bird seal disappear from his head. This was, and is sadly, the only moment he's ever truly been free since childhood. Kinda sad way to start off this what if, but yeah. We would now have Asta being born, this time with black hair and white eyes, as akin to his previous whitish gray hair and his pretty brilliant green eyes. He would be left at the orphanage with this time, and since they both had black hair, they would actually believe that they would be like twin siblings, right? Eventually, when Yuno and Asta both opened their eyes, not now since they were just born, but later on they'd realize I don't think they're siblings due to having completely different eye colors, and having hair color of black isn't exactly uncommon, especially in the Black Clover world. Anyways, as they would be left there, we would now have Asta and being friends, growing up together. And at first, father and sister would think that Asta was actually blind, because if you guys ever seen the Byakugan, you guys know it's just like pure white eyes. I think the direct transmission is literally pure white eye, which is actually kind of crazy. But yeah, so he'd appear like he would be blind, but they realized this wasn't true by the way he would actually able to see them, and he seemed to even have increased perception. No, he's not unlocked the Byakugan yet, but I'm gonna just say that if you're gonna unlock the Byakugan, which gives you 360 perception, you have to have at least some pretty good base eyes, you feel me? So yeah, that pretty much be it for the Byakugan and all of that. When he would hit 4, I would say that he would actually be able to sense ki. Ki in Black Clover is like the equivalent of chakra, just a lot less expanded expanded upon, I'm pretty sure, because it's pretty much life energy in your body. It doesn't explain anything else more besides that. And there is, the advanced technique called Z10, I'm pretty sure, but I'm not gonna get into that until like later into the what if, right? So I'm gonna say that Asta would have a natural affinity for ki, right? I'm gonna say this is just due to him having no mana and him just being the reincarnation of, well, Neji. And if you guys know Neji, Kid Neji was an absolute prodigy, right? Everyone keeps on hyping up Kid Lee, which on that note, Kid Lee, not gonna lie, if it wasn't for Naruto having like, complete Nine Tails hacks, and also Sasuke with a Sharingan on Curse Mark, Lee would actually be the strongest, like genuine, like no cap, like he was just the strongest getting. But yeah, Neji wasn't too far behind. Neji is actually really strong as a kid. Sad to see that he actually got did like that in Shippuden, like a bunch of the other side characters, but that's a story for a whole nother day, right? But Kid Neji was no slouch, right? Asta at a young age would firmly believe that he was at a disadvantage, right? Everyone would look down on him since stuttering through that entire sentence. Everyone would look down on him since they believed him to be blind and that he couldn't do anything, right? I'm gonna say that at this point he'd be like slightly smaller. Like I'm gonna say he's the same height because I'm not sure if Neji was tall or not, but I'm gonna say he would be like decently short for his age, and kids would just bully him for that. And he wouldn't take nicely to that, right? He would want to prove them wrong, want to prove that he could be one of the best, right? And this is where I just want to strive to be Wizard King. Eventually, they would go on the mission where they have to go deliver a letter in another village, I'm pretty sure. Which, I'm not sure why the father would send him on, send him on a mission to go deliver a letter. But, like, that's none of my problem. So we would have them going, this drunken this drunken man going around, and he would see, his necklace, right? The only thing that, actually has of his family. And as such, you'd be like, damn, I want that. So he would actually try to take it off, and then Asta would go to protect him. At this point, Asta would have developed some innate skill, and I'm gonna say he would just instinctually know how to use ki reinforcement because he'd been trying it already, and I want it to work like that, so it's gonna work like that. Anyways, he's gonna do that, and he's actually gonna be able to beat him with ease, since I'm gonna say this is, the guy is drunk. He's not exactly strong, and I'm not pretty sure he's not a former like Magic Knight or something like that. So he's all good. Also wins this one, but barely. So he bruised it up like he wasn't canon, and this is where he would look towards him and be like, damn, I really almost got packed up. Well, not that exact sentence, but like, wow, seems he's really strong. It doesn't even look like he was, a former Magic Knight, right? This is when Asta would be there and he would say, I need to grow stronger so I can be the Wizard King, right? And he declares to, that he would become the strongest to become the Wizard King and help protect him and his family. Because that's what Asta would value the most in this life, right? Like in the last, his friends and his family. Those who didn't bully him, those who have been there since day one. And also, his day twos, the Black Bulls, but that's not till later. Anyways, we would now have them going home, and I'm gonna say 3-year time skip. How old is he right now? I said he was like, what, 5 right now? I'm gonna say he would be 8 right now, and he would actually be training in the forest. Also been training in the forest since he was 6. No, ever since the, drunk man fight, and he would actually start developing a few more techniques. This would be stuff like tree walking, water walking, and he would actually end up unlocking his Byakugan. It would be by complete accident, by the way, since he'd just be trying ki enhancement all over his body, then all of a sudden he would just unlock the eyes. He knew this wasn't ki enhancement, because when I used to enhance his eyes before, they never used to change. He couldn't see 360, he couldn't sense around him, and he also couldn't see ki, right? He could sense the energy, but he couldn't visually see it. Now with these eyes, he can visually see it. The only downside being that everything looks to be in like black and white, right? Anyways, that aside, you end up fighting a boar, a magically enhanced boar. And if you guys have ever watched one of my what if stories, you guys already know this boar absolutely gets packed up every single time. And it's like a plot device I used to just help me get new abilities with, a canon reason. So yeah, he'd end up fighting this boar. And not gonna lie, he would actually be losing, right? Because even though Asta is, he has the technique and he has the skills, but he just doesn't have the physical strength or enough ki yet. So he would be struggling to fight against the magically enhanced boar that I must say has like a rage boost or something like that, something weird. And this is when you actually run out of ki. And then a green mark would then appear on his head as you start getting desperate. And he would end up drawing on this sort of darker energy, and his previously blue ki would turn green. It would have a more chaotic feel to it. Not evil in a sense, but more chaotic, more unruly, like uncontrollable. Then all of a sudden, he would throw a ki enhanced punch, and it would just bam. The punch would actually fly out, there would be a shockwave, and it would just completely one-shot the boar, right? It wouldn't blow a hole through it, but the boar would just be like dead, right? Like its internal organs would be completely clapped up. I'm gonna say this would be a side effect of him having already trained slightly in the gentle fist style, starting to recreate it, because Neji actually recreated a few techniques that he shouldn't know as a branch member, like for example rotation, 8 trigram, 64 palms, and all those special techniques. So I'm gonna say that Neji, no, sorry, not Neji, Asta did the exact same, and he would end up actually start recreating the gentle fist style. Sadly, using this green mark, which is, you know, the cage bird seal, was not without any consequences. He would end up feeling immense pain, and he'd be knocked out for a couple of days. Luckily enough, I'm gonna say Yuno went to go get him after seeing that he wasn't back by before nightfall, and he had been sleeping for a long time. They were all pretty worried. Yada, and who's messing around on the stairs? Not exactly sure, but yeah, after all of that, he would then wake up feeling extremely sore still, and you realize that that was the power he needed. Not the curse mark, but it's the power that he could have. He wants to get up to that level naturally without having to rely on whatever that power was before. So he would start training more intensely, more physical training, more ki training. Eventually, he would perfectly master tree walking and water walking, which I'm giving him as a current replacement for being able to fly and stuff like that. And yeah, he would also begin to recreate and actually refine the gentle fist he used on, you know, the boar, and actually end up creating the vacuum palm, the rotation, and the 32 palms, which I don't think is too overpowered at this current state, since he himself isn't physically strong enough to start like rotating different, you know, really strong magical attacks. Like if it's like a senior magic knight, he's actually not a senior, even like I think like a mid magic knight, he wouldn't be able to block it, but he would still be pretty strong for his age, right? Like noble level, which I know seeing, you know, clap a noble isn't exactly doesn't actually put the nobles in a good light of power, but they're all usually pretty strong, right? So I'm gonna say at this current point in time, Yuno would have actually learned a little bit more, and I'm gonna say he would have a few more techniques and just like better overall control, since Asta and Yuno spars would be more serious due to Asta having better skills. Due to Asta having better skills, Yuno would end up having to learn and adapt a lot more, right? Anyways, all of that aside, right, I'm gonna say he was 8 before, right? I'm gonna give him 7-year time skip, and he would then be 15. Now that he's 15 and has all of these abilities, he would obviously go and get his Grimoire with Yuno, right? They would go and you would have the old man in the tower talking about all the different Grimoires, the Wizard King, yada yada yada, and everyone would be getting their Grimoires, until all of a sudden we would see this glistening gold as they would fall down into Yuno's hand softly, and it would be revealed itself to be a 4-leaf clover. Everyone would be absolutely surprised. A 4-leaf to a commoner? Like, it couldn't be, right? And then beside him would obviously be Asta, and they'd all look at Asta too, since, you know, the attention was brought to them. And then they look at Asta's eyes like, what is this blind kid doing next to, you know, the 4-leaf guy? Also, aren't they both commoners? And it would be like berating them some. Someone knows they didn't have a grimoire, and he'd be like, oh look, he doesn't even have a grimoire, I guess he's blind and doesn't have a grimoire. Start laughing at him, and it would be kind of embarrassing, sort of like sort of like in canon. But this would actually cause Asta to have a certain amount of rage, right? He would be angrier than he was in canon, and he would actually go out and he actually start practicing again. He would be like, even though I don't have a grimoire, I would try my best. And he would just keep on hitting the wall, hitting the tree, yada yada yada, just training, trying his best to move past this destiny that he wasn't meant to be anything, this destiny that he wasn't as strong as some of his other peers were, right? He would still have that sort of, I'm gonna say, inferiority complex, and eventually would have built itself into Neji's perception of destiny. Now, it's gonna be really, really minor in Asta's mind, but as you know, time goes on, I'm gonna try to build it up, and then, you know, character development and all that good stuff. Anyways, holy shit, I'm so sorry about that. My cousin just like walked down the stairs and he started yelling. Actually, no, I think he was screaming. I think he was singing Ski. Not sure what the song's by, but like it's a pretty dope song. Listen to it. Anyways, we would now have Yuno getting caught up by the chain mage, and then we would have Asta stumbling across it, and he would actually go and fight the chain mage. Without the use of anti-magic, he would actually end up piecing up the chain mage. Right before he did the final attack, he would be distracted by the Grimoire. Specifically, the anti-magic Grimoire, right? It wouldn't have been brought here by negative emotions, but it would have just been naturally attracted to him since, you know, I'm gonna say plots, canon, and a bunch more other stuff, right? Anyways, he would get the Grimoire, and I'm gonna say he pulls a Demon Slayer sword and slashes the chain mage with it, and he wins just like in canon. But Asta wouldn't really feel natural holding a sword by any means. It would feel kind of weird in his hands, so he wouldn't really use it much. But he would still take it. He has a Grimoire. He can now be a magic knight. Anyways, we'd have a 7-month time skip, and he would still get the swordsmanship training from the Diamond Mage, but he would still prefer hand-to-hand combat, since that's how Hyugas work, right? Hyugas are mainly hand-to-hand fighters. They don't usually use kunai, shuriken, swords, any of that. They just use straight hands, which I can respect, right? They're also practitioners of the gentle fist style, which is, you know, fist style that targets internal organs, and as such is a pretty deadly fist style. Also, I'm gonna lower my voice a little bit so I don't disturb my cousin. He's working in the background right now. We have school, as you guys already know, and then yada yada yada. Let's get some more pep back in my step. Anyways, after all of that, so we go back to the capital, right? He goes to the capital, and he would meet up with Yuno because they plan to meet up there. See the clothes. He wouldn't be enchanted like he was in canon, but to think, oh, these are pretty nice clothes. Go on, and they end up taking the Magic Knight test, right? Asta would fail pretty much all of them, except for passing the target test, which I'm pretty sure is a test that I created. So, yeah, for the target test, he would just like shoot vacuum bombs at targets, and it would test accuracy, power, and stuff like that. He wouldn't have activated the Byakugan for any of these yet because he wouldn't have needed it. Now we would have Seke. Seke would still end up challenging him for, you know, his, you know, last part of the exam, or I guess test, only for him to get completely one-shotted by a vacuum bomb. I am not joking, okay? That's just the amount of strength I'm giving Asta, right? He can one-shot Seke even while he's in the bronze magnum, whatever the heck, with a singular vacuum bomb. Now, even though that is indeed an impressive skill, we would now have them picking, and unlike in canon, Yami would actually instantly raise the hand up for Asta, for the sole reason that Asta was using ki. Yami uses ki, he can sense ki alongside magic, but this of all things would be what intrigues him. How could this random kid from the slums use ki? Was he from the land of the rising sun? Some like that. That'd be a thought process, and Yami, being a pretty blunt guy, would just say, hey, I want you, no one else is gonna pick you, so come join the Black Bulls, right? Also, I would look at Yuno, who had already been chosen by the Golden Dawns, and be like, I'll catch up to you, okay? You're not getting that far away. I'm gonna be the Wizard King. And then, you know, just look back at him, smirk, which is a really rare case for Yuno, except for, you know, when he's around Asta, and be like, can't wait to see you there. Now we would have Finral, I'm pretty sure is his name, you know, the spatial mage on the Black Bulls, and he would end up going back to base. This is where we would end up seeing him and all of the other Black Bull members who are currently there, that being like Magma, Vanessa, Luck, I think Charlie's there, I might be wrong, Gordon, and that might actually be it. Also, I forgot to mention a while ago, but he would still end up being followed by Nero, and, you know, and at this point shouldn't be, you know, anti-magic word, so it wouldn't even be all that important. Anyways, we would now have the baptism, right? So do all the physical tests and all stuff like that. Then eventually he would have to do the actual baptism. So we would have Magma just swinging fireballs at him, right? And at this point, he wouldn't even be really evading, right? He would just be using key reinforcement and be like slapping it away. This is when you hit with the exploding fireball. And unlike in Canada, when he'd end up using the anti-magic sword to deflect it, he would just use rotation, which ended up working a lot better since, fire is kind of weak to the, wind created by the rotation, yada, yada, yada. And end up actually setting out the fire while also deflecting it. At this point, he would have actually activated the Byakugan, and it would have seen it, and it would have asked him what it is. He would have explained it. He wouldn't have explained his magic just yet because he doesn't trust him, but he would think this is a pretty okay team of, misfits and regrets, and he would feel at home. Not more at home than his actual house, but, more at home than, pretty much everywhere else. Magma happily accepts him to the Black Bowl, and this is where he would be. This is where he would stay, and he's pretty happy here. That's pretty much it, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed. This has been What If Asta Was Neji's Reincarnation. Sorry that, the later half was kind of down. I was kind of down. Anyways, hope y'all enjoyed the video. It has been a good 2,000 sub video. Hope you guys enjoy. Like and subscribe. Let's say 3K before March. No, that's actually kind of promiscuous. Yeah, let's try to hit 3K before I'ma say what's after March, January, February, March, April. Yeah, let's try to hit 3K by I'ma say the end of April, and that is very much possible if I just stick to a pretty good upload schedule. Anyways, that's it, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed. Nothing really much to say. Check out for a video. Check out for a new video. Check out for my membership video, since I'm just going there explaining memberships, since that's something I put on my channel now. I'm not really expecting anyone to join, but if you do, thank you. It's gonna encourage me to upload a lot more, since if I start making more money here than I do at work, then like why won't I just work here and not at work? You feel me? Anyways, that's pretty much it. Hope y'all enjoyed. Stay cold, stay frosted. Peace.